Everybody likes a giveaway.
Ooh, who doesn't?
Yeah.
I like a giveaway.
Shop Tour Bus likes a giveaway.
Everybody's got room for a giveaway.
Tell me about the giveaway. Shop Tour
Okay,
Bus.
so Dead to the Core giveaway. It is designed to shower a deadhead in love. The good old Grateful Dead has created a community for many of us that lets us experience the love that life has to offer and plays the songs that fill the air. May we all be reminded that without love and a dream, it will never come true.
This is true.
And the winner of this giveaway is going to receive 4 different items to shower them in some forever grateful love. So head over to Shop Tour Bus's page and click on the View Shop and see what they got going on and how to enter that.
Oh, okay. And hey, while you're at it, get yourself some Grateful Dead inspired merch because they make the coolest stuff on the digital lot anywhere else, period. And when you're checking out, use the promo code NoSimpleRoad.
All one word.
And you're going to get free shipping from our friends over at Shop Tour Bus. One of our favorite sponsors is back with us, Sunset Lake CBD.
Yeah.
If you're looking for CBD that actually does what CBD is supposed to do, look no further than our friends over at Sunset Lake.
Let me break it down.
Break it down, Mel.
They're sustainably farmed, meaning they avoid pesticides and use sustainable farming practices to preserve the land for future generations. 1. 2, farm to table. They ship the CBD products straight from their door in Vermont directly to your door wherever you're at.
Now that's cool.
And third-party tested. They test everything with a third party to ensure quality, dosage, and safety.
You got to go over and check out sunsetlakecbd.com. They have so many products. Break it down for them, Apple.
Well, they've got some new stuff going on. Like they always had pre-rolls, but now they got really cool packaging for it. And you can get CBD pre-roll flights of all their flavors. You can get the heavy hitter flight that also throws in some of their Keef blunts. They have a new CBD recovery body lotion.
I'm excited about that.
Mm-hmm.
And what was the other?
The other one with arnica.
The extra strength muscle rub, 3,000 milligram with 5% lidocaine.
So look,
Oh, yeah,
if you're
lidocaine.
sore, this is the stuff you want to rub on your body to make those aches and pains go away. They even have CBD infused coffee, so you can have coffee without the little jitter that you get from caffeine, and you have it in the morning and you start your day off right. Your body feels lubricated. You're going to sleep good.
Yeah, and also they have, if you kind of forget to reorder, they've got subscriptions.
And they're giving the No Simple Road family 20% off.
20% off.
Put
with
in the promo code NSR20 when you're checking out at sunsetlakecbd.com. You're going to get 20% off your entire order.
NSR20.
And don't forget those cute little gummy bears.
That's right. sunsetlakecbd.com. One of our favorite sponsors is back.
No Simple Road. Yeah, here we go.
And we're back with another episode of No Simple Road. What's up, No Simple Road family? It's Aaron.
This is Mel.
And it's Apple.
And it's a Friday, and we're here with you and our guest. This Friday on No Simple Road is the one, the only,
Bobby Vega.
the man of many talents.
Yes.
Including making us laugh and playing the hell out of that bass.
Yes, he has played with some incredible friggin' people, including Jerry Garcia, Sly Stone, Joan Baez,
Santana,
Booker T, Melvin Seals, Billy Preston, Bob Weir.
He actually played with Zero and plays with Kimock.
He played with Mickey Hart and Merle Sanders and High Noon.
And
his pedigree is miles long.
Yeah. And
I just wanted to say I'm looking very forward to listening to this one, just like all you out there. And Bobby, I'm sorry I wasn't here for the interview. You're dope, man.
Yeah, he really is.
What's the band name that you said he's in?
This was back in like 2022. Just looking at his Instagram, he played it with the band called Kind Bud and the Joints.
I think.
Yeah, and it was a tribute to Jerry Garcia and Robert Hunter music.
That makes sense.
Yeah, yeah.
I think that's my favorite band name I've ever heard. Kind Bud and the Joints.
I love it.
And, you know, Bobby, that definitely fits the personality of the gentleman that we had this conversation with.
Yeah.
This is a very interesting human being.
So his CD is called Whatcha Got, and it is a conglomeration of all these different types of music and dope songs that he came up with. And it was really fun talking to him.
This is one of those that came to us through Dennis McNally, and we got the CD in the mail, and I think Mel took the CD and listened to it in her car.
Yep.
And she came home from work and was bumping stereo as she pulled into the garage, and she got out and she was like, "That Bobby Vega CD is awesome." And I was like,
"It's dope.
Really? I haven't heard it yet." And then Apple took it.
I took it, and it stayed in my car for a while. I think it was one of the last CDs I had in my car.
Yeah, and everybody's telling me how awesome it is. And then finally, I got to hear it. I was like, "Oh, wow. All right. I can't wait to have him on the show." So, Bobby, thank you for spending some time with us and having a wonderful conversation with Mel and I.
Yeah, it was a blast.
If you are interested, everybody, the Whatcha Got is out now everywhere. Little Village is the record company that put it out, and it is all out on all the streaming platforms as well. But I would say you should order one of the CDs so that Bobby can have a few dollars in his pocket. If
you're interested, Bobby also teaches lessons via Skype, and he is in San Francisco. So his Instagram is Bobby_Vega 1956.
I mean,
and as I say, you can go over there and see what he's up to, because he plays in another band called Minus Linus and the Dirty Blanket with Tim Alexander, the drummer from Primus. He's got a lot going on.
Say that one again, Apple.
Minus Linus and the Dirty Blanket.
Oh, okay, I get it. So like without Linus and the Dirty Blanket, but it's still Peanuts.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it. All right. I like that name too, but I still like Kind Bud and the Joints better. All right, everybody, we're going to do the business and get you to this amazing conversation with a living legend, actually.
Yeah.
And you know, we don't take that lightly. It's a great honor to have folks like this come and sit down to have a conversation with No Simple Road. And Bobby, I hope you know how much we appreciate it. So, all right, here we go. Follow No Simple Road at No Simple Road on all the social media platforms. Guess where? At No Simple Road.
Makes sense.
Go to our website and see all the things that are on the web that have to do with No Simple Road, like our calendar of events, our merch, our tarot readings that we do. Yeah, I can remember things. Mel and I do tarot readings, and you can sign up through our website. There is also a psychedelic therapy tab up there, and you can go up there and click on it and check out
some info on that.
On My Self Wellness down in Florida. Go over to patreon.com/No Simple Road. That is how you can support us monetarily. There is a whole community happening over on Patreon with ad-free early episodes. You're getting picks from Connor from the Grateful Dead world. You're getting Andrew's picks. You're getting coffee stuff with me, Apple's things, Mel's doing tarot
movie
cards.
things for me.
It's a whole mishigas going on Patreon, and I feel sad if you're not a member. You can go over and sign up for free and check out everything that's going on, and then be like, yo, you know what? I'm going to throw these cats $1 a month. Patreon.com.
I'll be part of it.
/No Simple Road. That's how you do that. You can call 971-808-1524. That is the No Simple Road tepid line. You could actually, for now, for the foreseeable future, I am going to call it the David from California line. And that is how you got 3 minutes. It's our voicemail, and you can call and say anything you want within reason, and we will play it on the show. So call 971-808-1524. Then
What else?
We need a review on Apple Podcasts from you. If you're new to No Simple Road and you've been listening for a little while and you have not left us a review on Apple Podcasts, first of all, could you do that for us? We'd really appreciate it.
Please.
It helps other people find out about No Simple Road, and it makes us feel all warm and fuzzy inside. Like teddy bears are jammed inside our chest cavities. Don't you want to make us feel like that?
But
it's a little weird.
The most important thing that you can do, as we always ask, is to tell somebody you love about the show. And you know what? Even if there's somebody you don't like and you really like the show, maybe telling them about the show will make them a better person.
Spread the mycelial network of No Simple Road. And that is the business, everybody. Are you ready to get to the interview with Bobby Vega, who played with Jerry Garcia and Jefferson Starship and Santana and
all the things?
You name it. All right, here we go. Without further ado, the No Simple Road crew gives you
Bobby Vega.
Oh, look, there's an audience.
Yeah.
What is this? Oh, sorry.
You could shit all you want. It's fine.
Really? Oh my God. What kind of show is
this? You're about to find out.
Yeah, we're jumping in both feet, man.
Who agreed to do this, Bobby? Was it you?
Well, I mean, supposed to have fun. They shouldn't be so starchy.
No, yeah, right.
We agree.
1,000% agree.
You know what I mean? It's like, heck, help me if.
Bobby, how you doing, man? My name's Aaron.
Hi, Aaron.
Good to meet you.
And my name is Mel. Bobby, thanks for coming on today.
Have you ever wanted to be the headlight on a northbound train?
Hell yeah.
But you just didn't have the fuel to make it happen.
Yeah, sometimes that does happen.
Yeah.
Where can I get some fuel?
Our friends over at Northbound Coffee Roasters have just the thing in store for you. They are a family-owned and operated coffee roastery in Mount Shasta, California, with a combined 22 years of coffee experience and over 600 Grateful Dead shows between the two of them.
I wonder if that makes them better coffee roasters.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
That makes us better people.
Hell yeah.
Proprietors Keith and Jen pursue top quality coffees to provide for their customers. Northbound Coffee Roaster specializes in specialty organic coffees with a wide variety of roast profiles, blends, and single origin offerings to match the taste of anyone who enjoys a quality cup of coffee.
And their new medium roasted Sumatra blend is from an all-women producer group, which is rad.
And also they got one more exciting thing going on. They just announced the other day that they are now the proud sponsor and underwriter of the Grateful Dead Hour.
And No Simple Road. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to head over to northboundcoffee.com to learn more and place your order today. They ship anywhere in the U.S. and their coffees are always roasted to order to guarantee that it's actually fresh. Like none of that stuff from the grocery store with no roast date on it. This is like real coffee. When you check out, use the promo code No Simple Road.
No Simple Road.
And you're going to get free shipping on your first order of any size anywhere in the U.S. And make sure you sign up for the newsletter for additional discounts and other fun stuff coming from our family over at Northbound Coffee Roasters.
You're welcome. Heck, thanks for having me.
We're super stoked to talk to you, man. It's It's an honor. You have quite the life's work in front of you and behind you, man. See no evil, hear no evil, huh? So, Bobby, let's start with the new album.
Yeah, what you got for us? What you got?
What you got?
Well, that's what it's about. It's like that's all I had. I mean, I woke up and I'm 5 decades past 17.
Oh gosh.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So if you look at it like that, you go, "Woo, mac and cheese,"
Yeah.
because it goes by really quick. Without saying,
tell me about it. Tomorrow, or not tomorrow, day after tomorrow is my 52nd birthday.
Oh, look at that. You see?
I made it.
Well, like growing up through different times, without trying to say, "Oh, we used to walk through the snow to school." Okay. The Who said, "I hope I die before I get old." It sounds like Cheech and Chong now.
Yeah.
And so back then, people were going, "I hope I die before I get old." It's like, man, they have no idea that they're going to be aunts, uncles, right?
Yeah.
Mothers, fathers, right? And then so on. And I'll go like this because it ain't for everybody.
No, definitely.
No.
My dad used to say, getting old is not for the faint of heart.
Oh, okay. My grandmother Mary, she was really great. She said a lot of things. And one of the phrases she used to go, "How about that shit, Robert?"
Yeah.
Right? but what she was saying, I said, "Grandma, how you doing?" She goes, "Robert, getting old is the shits."
It is.
So it just depends. And then some people say some days are better than others. So you just have to just,
Well, I mean,
I guess it just depends on how old you get.
No, I don't know, because the longer I live, the less I know, but I've seen a lot.
Ooh.
That's the truth.
Ooh. Okay, so wait, I'll
Mm.
see this. Wait. Oh, no, you can't. Huh? Oh, wait, there you go.
Oh,
we
yeah.
can see it, that hair?
Shit.
What?
Okay. That was me at 17 playing with Sly.
Wow, that
I
hair.
get high on you.
I love the outfit.
You look great.
It's not an outfit, man. That's how you fucking dress. Outfit. What the way that you make this sound, it's like, it's like, that was what you did. It wasn't an accessory.
Right. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay, without saying anything now. Nowadays, if your guitar matches your socks, woo!
Bobby, you've been in the scene for so long. Like, what are some of the big changes that you've seen over time?
Shit.
In the industry?
Look in the mirror.
Besides the white and the gray.
Not you. I'm sorry. Please, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I just mean because you said something really, pertinent just now about, like your age. Back then, it wasn't an outfit. You guys were just getting dressed and getting on. But nowadays, there's so much nuances to everything.
We interrupt this program with an important news bulletin. Take care of your head. Your head's important.
Very important.
One of the ways that you can take care of your head is through one of our fantastic sponsors, Melt Premium Mushroom Chocolates.
Mushroom chocolates, you say?
That's right.
Wow, mushroom chocolates. Okay.
And guess what? They got a brand new flavor.
What's the flavor, Apple? Tell us.
It's quinoa puff
Crunch.
quinoa crunch.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you were going to say quinoa punch. That'd be disgusting.
So try that one and the other flavors. I think there's about 9 other flavors. And if you don't like that, they also have capsules now.
Yep. Every bar comes with 4 grams of their sacred mushroom blend, along with other adaptogens and functional mushrooms. And they ship anywhere in the U.S. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to Instagram and follow @meltmushrooms, MELTMUSHROOMS, and shoot them a DM. Tell them that No Simple Road sent you, and you are going to buy one, get one half off from our family over at Melt Premium Mushroom Chocolates.
Don't hesitate. Take care of your head.
That's right. And now, back to your regularly scheduled program.
Well, that's the whole thing is, what do you see? What does it mean to you? What are you being fed, or what do you think is what's cool or whatever? And back a long time ago, I won't say it a long time ago, you just did what you did.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
And you didn't think about it. I mean, I didn't. I'm sorry. because some people do plan out things.
Right.
I was just in the moment, and you just had what you had, and you made the best of what you had or what you got.
Right.
So is this career just based on being in the moment for X amount of years, or was there at some point where you were like, I'm doing this?
Okay, some people, I've learned my art, and I use the term loosely because they say a musician, but then if you look at it, it is art.
Mm-hmm.
It depends on which level, but anything, it doesn't matter. So I learned how to play by accompanying people's stories, whether they sung or did a solo. It was up to me to accompany them so they can tell their story. And that's what music usually is. It's about a story.
Yeah.
Right.
And then what's behind it, bang, or, whatever. It's the emotion. So how do you accompany that? So how you support that so somebody can tell their story. So that's how I learned how to play in my time.
What age were you when you started playing?
I always wanted to play, but I think it was probably in junior high school when I, started to see things and go, wow, that's what I wanted to do. Or that looks really cool. Or that's really fun. And it became a passion, just like if you played basketball or baseball, or if you collected baseball cards or whatever that you were into. And then after a while, you're just hooked on it.
Yeah.
It's almost like being a vampire. I'm bit. I'm stuck. It's not about money or this or that. It's because, in the long run, it's my go-to. It's my happy spot or my therapist. Mm. So if everything's going crazy or whatever, if I have my guitar and just go like this and go and play, I'm okay. The uh-ohs go away.
Oh.
And so
Wow.
that becomes the most important thing, I would imagine.
I don't think I've ever put anything in as far as saying it's really important. It was just part of the thing that I didn't know about, that now I can look back and go, oh, that's what that is, because I didn't know what that was.
That makes sense.
I liked it or loved it, right? I didn't even know how much I loved it or liked it until now.
Oh, wow.
Because I feel like Forrest Gump. But I know what love is, or at least for me.
Yeah.
You said that, in junior high school, you saw some stuff that made you go, oh shit, I want to do that. Like, what was it that flipped your switch that you saw? Do you remember?
Well, there's bunches of different things, some people always say, like you've heard this before. Oh, when I saw the Beatles, that was it on Ed Sullivan show. And for me, I just went, oh, wow, I want to get some Beatles cards. I didn't say I want to play guitar. I didn't go, oh, the girls really dig them. That's what I'm going to do. I didn't know. I was so young. I just went, all right, because there was so much other music going on for me that there was the Bay Area or San Francisco. But I say the Bay Area just because I think the whole Bay Area has a sound. It's not just one place. It's not just Oakland, San Francisco. It's like Palo Alto, El Cerrito. I'll be leaving places out, but all over the Bay Area, right? Just like you said, Minnesota, the lakes or the Tri-Cities or whatever. There's a whole Bay Area sound. And if you go backwards, you see, okay, Sly, Santana, Big Brother, Jefferson Airplane, Quicksilver, and you can keep on and
Grateful
on.
Dead.
And on.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And because if you leave, if you don't mention, you're leaving people out.
Right.
It's just like if you say, I'd like to thank, and how many people did you already leave out?
Yes.
And then all of a sudden they're all butthurt, and guess what you are now?
Asshole.
Yeah. No kidding. When you just got an award for being amazing, and now you suck again.
Or when as though it mattered, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think that that Bay Area sound is still alive?
It changes just like everything else, just like the Bay Area has, just like every other place. I mean, at different times, right, of observations, every state had a sound, and not just musically. Like, hey, what you doing? Man, I ain't gonna be you doing that shit. Hey, fuck you. You know, there's different tones and slang. And the music was like that too. Because New York had a sound, right?
Yeah.
This had a Florida, New Orleans, right? Here we go again. And then I'd be leaving people out. Oh, man, what about Philly? All right, Philadelphia. Oh, man, what about Tulsa, Oklahoma? Right? Leon Russell, the Gap Band, right? The Wilson Brothers, right? There's so many, you know, Nebraska, da-da-da. There's so many people. And they all, for a while, had their individual sounds of their soil or their country or in our country. Right?
That how do you pick the is that through so that the musician or the artist that's bringing that sound forward, are they being inspired by like what we were just mentioning, the artists that are bringing up those sounds, you know, like Leon Bridges, all that, are they like picking up that sound from their environment? Is that
No, I mean, in other words, everybody, without trying to say it, if I go backwards, you know, okay, here's the United States. To me, the United States, we just had more grazing area.
Right.
Okay.
You know, what is freedom? Well, what's on your 13th floor?
Yeah.
How free are you? How is your parents, your neighborhood, are you know, the city or the town or how the people are? And that's what all just keeps on going counterclockwise or clockwise, which way you are, like a gyroscope. Which way is it going?
Yeah.
I don't know. And part of me, I care, but I can't pay attention to it because then I'm going to get lost in what?
Yeah. In some rabbit hole that, yeah.
Yeah. So my observation of music is back, and I don't want to say, in the day, because you can go whatever time that you want to go to, because then it's relevant. It's changed. And now, okay, before in your backyard, okay, I was born and raised in San Francisco. So how good are you in your area code or your city?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, how good are you after you leave San Francisco? How good are you compared to somebody in San Bruno or Oakland? Because I played basketball.
Okay.
Right? So when I was in fifth grade, I played basketball and we won city championship, San Francisco championship. And then we went to California championship. Well, guess what? There's all these other states too.
Right.
So in music, it's the same kind of way. San Francisco has, to me, was like a town that had all these neighborhoods and everybody was into something, right? There at one time in San Francisco in the 60s, right, in the early 70s, there was KYA, KFRC, the AM stations. Mm-hmm. And then there was KFRC and KDIA and KSOL, which were the soul stations. And if you want to look at it, you can say, Soul Train and American Bandstand, without trying to say.
Yeah, I got you.
At that same time in the 60s, there was a station called KSAN. And KSAN is the one that brought the FM radio in. That was on FM. But the difference was they played studio tracks, not the commercial tracks.
Oh, right? Okay.
So they would play the Allman Brothers, Led Zeppelin, the Grateful Dead, right?
Yeah.
Big Brother. Because the regular stations, the AM stations, weren't. Right? It was still American Bandstand, Soul Train, Casey Kasem, that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. Solid Gold and the Solid Gold dancers.
Yes.
And the Disco Duck and all that other. And it's bad because it doesn't matter. It's like watching Roger Rabbit, which one's Toontown and which one's the real world.
Yeah. Yeah. I have to say though, the Bay Area sound, what happened there created quite the ripple in the world around us. That scene back in the late 60s, early 70s, that was the Bay Area scene. Influenced culture in a really significant, hardcore kind of a way that's still going on right now.
Well, I'm glad that you said it, not me, because then I was, this is what happened. And it's like, no, man, because everybody's truth is their reality, and everybody's reality is their truth, without trying to be wrong or right.
Right.
And so why argue about it?
True.
Or debate? You know what I mean? Like, go do it then.
Well, I mean, that's what you did.
Well, yeah, because I was too dumb to know about something else. I just went and did it. You know, if you looked at the time that it took me to do it, if I took an egg and I said, "Oh, hard boiled it," I held it to a light bulb, and that's how I hard boiled, because that's how long it took to gather stuff.
Well, I mean, but how do you go from, the kid that is learning to play to playing with Sly and Santana?
Well, it's called, I guess, all by myself.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I mean, when people were stealing cars or robbing somebody, it was time for me to go, I gotta go. And then I'd go home and I'd play my bass in the bathroom because I didn't have an amplifier. And that's where it was loud in there. So when people were doing things, I was putting myself into my instrument. And I didn't know that. Now I do. But back then, all the stuff that people go, "Oh man, that was so bad." No, it's not messed up. That's part of your DNA that's building. So stuff, when I play now, I'm fortunate enough, I feel that my feelings or emotions come out of my instrument.
Oh, okay.
Is that something that can be learned? Is that talent, or is that something that can be learned?
No, you know what? I think there's different levels, because there's a thing called it.
Yeah.
See it, whether it's a horse, whether it's a flower, whether it's a piece of art, it's it. And okay is okay, and great's great, and good's good. But when you see it, and you never know when you'll see somebody playing and go, "Man, I can't say anything. If you say anything, you might go to jail or they'll stone you," right? Because you says, and then you see them years later and you go, "Man, what happened? Holy shit." It's almost like they were in a cocoon and they came out a butterfly and they were just this ugly duck. You never know when it's going to cross or when it comes out. And there's no right way or wrong way. There was a lot of times where, let's say, for instance, observations, a lot of people, if you want to play the blues, you got to live the blues.
Mm-hmm.
So people were drinking. Just like a lot of people were doing heroin-ish, if you look at old documentaries for jazz, are trying to sound like different people to emulate that sound, right? And so there were, and you have to find your balance, right? And that's what it is. So I think I'm lucky where I'll knock on wood. Hold on.
Wow.
It's nice.
But, yeah. So because I learned what not to do by watching people doing what they did.
That's the best way to learn.
Yeah, no. Well, there's two ways. There's many ways, right? Because if you have a mentor that you can believe in and they can guide you, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Because they'll look out for you. But the other thing is on the job training. And there is no right or wrong about. Now, when you take notes, I'm going to do a book. We'll use the notes and we're going to get together.
I always take notes, Bobby.
Otherwise, we forget.
No, because you see, I did some recon on y'all. I went on YouTube. I said, "Oh, that's these motherfuckers." Okay, wait. Oh, wait, she does this. Oh, he does that. The other dude sits over there in the corner. All right, let me see.
Yeah.
Oh, well, Apple's not here today. You're getting.
I know. Watch. It's like when you see somebody play a gig. That's not how they play. You see them play with other people. They do other things. You never know who's doing what. But I'm just saying that I went on YouTube and said, "Oh, okay.
Check this out." Bobby.
And you still agreed to come on?
Yeah.
You still agreed to come on after that?
I can't believe it. Again, the time that you came up in, there was a lot happening, and you said, you learned what not to do by watching what people did. It seems like growing up and coming up in the music scene during that time, there was a lot of temptation around, a lot of ways that you could fuck yourself up.
Well, there's many ways to get to Sesame Street. Pick one.
Yeah. But if you want to go to Sesame Street, that is.
Well,
yeah.
But what is success, or what are you trying to do? You know what I mean? How many people knew what they were trying to do? How many people were in a band, let alone the manager and the business managers guiding the thing?
Right.
With all, so, you know, how do you pick one?
So,
how do you figure out what to do or not to do?
After this long of a career, what does success mean for you?
Being alive and being able to enjoy my friends that I actually care about, that care for me.
Wow.
So it doesn't even have anything to do with your career success.
No, because that's in the rear view mirror. It's like, you know, I'll play a gig and somebody will go, man, that was great. How, you know, what'd you feel? And I go, I don't know. It's like an auto race because it goes like this. It's going by you. When you go to play, I'm not looking at the audience. I'm playing up there and I'm in the moment. I'm not playing improvisation, but I'm catching everything that's going on. So it's always changing up and it can go different ways. Can I remember what happened? No, it goes by. And after the adrenaline wears off, I might be able to run back the tape in my head. But as it first come on, I'm going like this after it's over because the adrenaline.
Wow.
And after the COVID thing, because there wasn't a lot of playing and I didn't play a lot, when I started to play some gigs, I started to realize that how much is adrenaline.
I wonder if that's a thing that you get addicted to.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I wonder if that's a thing you get addicted to.
I don't know if it's addictive or not. It's like love. You know what I mean? Or anything else then. You know what I mean? Like smoking a cigarette, right? That ain't easy to start.
No.
That's some nasty stuff. I mean, but you know what? After you get to it, though, it's like, oh, you know, you can't, you know. So, you know, who knows? Like, but who knows?
It's a thing that we've talked to a lot of musicians about. This thing that we're talking about right here about, like, you know, you don't even know while you're on stage, while it's happening, if what is going down is good or bad. There's no judgment in the moment. The moment is happening and you're in it and you're just doing the thing that you've done.
It just depends on where your mind's at.
Oh, okay. Different
people have different outlooks.
True.
And a lot of people won't even tell you how they really feel because they won't know or they don't want you to know.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
That is a good point.
Is there moments from your career that stand out in your head as like mountaintop moments for you? Like, you know, playing with this person or that person, or, you know, something that you're like, I can't believe I got to do that.
Yeah. There's a bunch of different times. One time, I was on stage with Etta James and Solomon Burke, and I played at the where was that? I call it the House of Blues in LA, right across the street from the Riot House, which is the Hyatt House.
Okay.
Right. And I met him, and he was really big, you know, like, and I'm not trying to say, you know, no, like, you know, and Etta was really big at the time before she had her opera, you know, that. And man, when they played, I never heard two voices so huge. And then the other thing is that they were standing in front of me and it was a total eclipse of the room.
Oh, shit. You see two backs.
They were that, like, but man, the voices. And that night, Richard Pryor was there at the show. And the guy was Married with Children.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Al Bundy.
Yeah, Al Bundy. And because I walked upstairs and Richard Pryor was in a wheelchair and Al Bundy was standing next to him. And I was in awe because Richard Pryor has been one of my heroes, just like Muhammad Ali and Willie Mays.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah.
Sports figures.
Well, I mean, we just listened to that podcast the other day.
Richard Pryor too is a sports figure.
Well,
yeah, no, depends on the sport.
Well, yeah,
the people were the sport.
Yes, absolutely.
So,
it's true.
It's
yeah, duh.
It's like your little reset. I like this.
Yeah, pull over.
Tell me about the new album, Bobby.
being a bass player, if you YouTube me, if you go to YouTube and go Bobby Vega, have you done that?
Of course.
Well, no, I'm just asking. I don't know.
Of course, man.
And I've been scared. So what happens is I play, and I haven't put any of that stuff up. Other people's put that stuff up.
Right.
And then people go, boy, look at that. That guy can noodle. Right. No, I know, but wait. So I go, okay. But the thing is that it's not noodles, because if you listen to songs, then all songs are noodles, because you take this bowl of noodles and then what spice do you put? Where do you punctuate it? Where do you extend that?
Mm-hmm.
So verse, chorus, bridge, right out. How do you put those together? Right. Yep. So that's what, so if you listen to Whatcha Got, it's all my experiences of my DNA. Well, just 9 songs. There's so many different so much other stuff, but here's different flavors of music. And so, when I went to go play blues, I never played the blues before. I got the gig with Paul Butterfield. Okay. And I never had the blues, but after I finished playing with Paul, right, I got that ish, how to maybe kind of do it, and then the gig's over. So that gig's over. What happens is if you go slow forward but fast forward, you start to realize that now that's part of your DNA, because it sunk into me. But I don't have anywhere to put it. So by the time I got to play with Etta, I got another shot of that, but another flavor.
Right.
So now guess what? There's that color, or you can say that style, because I'll never say that I play a style. People come up to me and they go, hey man, I play blues. All right, cool. Man, I play rock and roll. Okay. Well, I play jazz. And I go, and they go, well, you play? And I said, yeah. And they go, what do you play? I said, I play music.
Hell yeah, you do.
And I said, yeah. I said, after it's done, then they name it.
Well, the name is so that they can sell it.
Well, yeah. What do you think about genre?
No. The name is that now they know what to call it.
Right.
I don't sit there. Yes, this is a blues jam. Here we go. You're bagging you. But if you play it and it turns out to be what it is, and now they name it, now it's that. Because I won't say that it's one of those or that.
Right.
And for me. And so, and I would never say that I know how to play the blues. I know how to play jazz. I know how to play rock. I know how to play country and western. No. I might be able to imitate some feelings and feels and get under and support these people. And that's what I do.
Huh.
So how would somebody go about hiring you if they're like, I want a jazz bassist? How would they hire you if that's not kind of how would they know? How would they know that that's that they want you?
Oh, they would want me because they would probably, first of all, they would think that, I don't know what they would think, because if I knew that, we probably wouldn't even be talking.
No, I get where he's coming from. Like, if you're labeling the art that's coming out of you, then it's
okay. So if I said, "Here I am, I'm Bobby Vega, and I sure like to play with you," and they go, "Okay, well, can you play jazz?" And I'm going to go, "What kind of jazz? Can you give me an example of what you guys are playing?" Because it might be Egg Foo Young.
Right.
I don't call it jazz or whatever. I say jazz is Egg Foo Young or whatever. So who knows? Because when I played with Ronnie Laws, I did a thing with Ronnie Laws and did a record with Hubert Laws, or got to play on a track with Hubert Laws on his record. And what happened was in those times, those were jazz musicians, Ronnie Laws, Hubert Laws. And what a lot of different people were doing was they were getting R&B or funky bass players to play in their jazz things, right? And that's how fusion kind of got, right? And so there's different offshoots that what I think is what happened, but it's just my observation.
Right.
I'm not and so you know, when you get people playing like jazz players, when they try to play funk or soul music, it turns into boogaloo because their feel doesn't have that, hey, give me a drink. You know, it doesn't have that, right? That soul, that sexiness. It's a little different, you know, it's not that, but it turns into boogaloo. It's like, you know, it's that kind of thing instead of, ow, right? It ain't that kind of, and then when the other jazzers start to try to play rock and roll, it turns into fusion. It's like a race, and they're playing all this intricate stuff really fast because they don't know how to go, wind me up, they don't have that grit. So these are all the different offshoots of them imitating different feels. Now we have all these new musics, all these diverse, right, extra pieces.
It comes down to attitude then. It all comes down to attitude.
Yes. Isn't it?
We were just talking about that.
Halloween started out to be a fun thing, and now it's an attitude because every day is Halloween somewhere.
You got that right, man. Yeah.
You know, when you said, "Oh, look at your outfit," I said, "Man, no, that's not where we dress. That wasn't a costume for Halloween." How these people run around? It's Halloween every day.
It's, man. You know what? I think that what you're saying about the different styles of music, I never thought about it like that. I never thought that like the style of music came from the attitude of the person playing it.
Well, okay. Yeah. I mean, I like, if we're speaking English now,
right?
I'm a historian in music because I can break down different things and I can actually parallel them and open them up to you, and you go, holy shit, I never thought about that.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, sure. And
it's about what topics with what culture. If you're talking about America, and if you're talking about world music in general, because it is about culture, right?
Yeah.
And how they grew up, what they were going through, whether it was country and western, soul music, blues, or rock and roll, or jazz.
What's up, everybody? If you're like me and you're trying to do better for yourself and what you eat in this new year, I have something really cool for you. Factor's delicious, ready-to-eat meals make eating better every day way easier. Wherever tomorrow takes you, be ready with pre-prepared, chef-crafted, and dietitian-approved meals delivered right to your door. You're going to have over 35 different options a week to choose from, including keto, calorie smart, vegan, and veggie, and more. And there's even more to enjoy with over 55 nutrition-packed add-ons that help make your weekly meal planning even more delicious. What are you waiting for? Sign up and save. They've done all the math. Factor is less expensive than takeout, and every meal is dietitian approved to be nutritious and delicious. So here's what you got to do. Head to factormeals.com/NoSimpleRoad50 and use the code NoSimpleRoad50 to get 50% off your first box and 2 free wellness shots per box while subscription is active. That's code NoSimpleRoad50 at factormeals.com. Take all the guesswork out of trying to do the right thing for your body. Fuel up easy and fast. Go check out Factor. So with something like, you say, I didn't know how to play the blues.
Right.
But then you played with whomever and you get that feel from them. And after that, you can emulate that thing. You know what that feeling is.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I just wonder, it's like, because technically, I guarantee you could have played the blues. You know a pentatonic blues scale on your bass. Like,
no, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know how to read music. I still play by ear.
Wow.
What?
Wow.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm picking up some picks.
Oh no, it's all good. You just blew my mind. For real?
Yeah, I play by ear, totally by ear.
So when you go in a studio and you're with a band that you've never played with before and they have charts, you just go for it. You say, what key are we in? What are we doing?
No, because it depends who I'm working with.
Okay.
And if they want me because they know that I have a feel and I have tones, then they'll go, okay, and I'll do a rehearsal with them. and I'll do it that. But if it's like, okay, we got a session, here's the chart, I'm screwed. And my part might just go, bonk, don't, boom, don't, and if it's written, I'll go, fuck, fuck, oh no, because I won't be able to do it.
Wow.
Because that doesn't transfer to music. But me, see, I just remembered what I just said to you and so I can do that.
Oh my God.
And then I can go ahead. I mean, there's so many different things, and it's up to each individual to put it together, because that's how you're going to be an individual, instead of, doing what somebody else did and somebody else did. After a while, you'll get into your own thing, but what do you like? I mean, in the long run, I'm going to be the better me than anybody else can be me.
Well, I mean, you've definitely excelled at that.
But that's what everybody kind of did. Like, without trying to say anything, if you look at all the groups that you like,
mm-hmm.
they did what they knew how to do. Get those guys out of that band and see what else they can do. Most of the time, they know how to, like the Colonel, fried chicken one way.
Right?
Wow.
Yeah.
Most of them, everybody, not everybody. So I don't want to say that.
Yeah.
That Bobby Vega's full of shit. He done said that, man. That ain't right.
Well,
has there ever been a time in your career that you've taken a hiatus or a break from music?
Well, I wouldn't say in my career. I would say in my life.
Okay. You took a break from your life.
Yeah. Because that's what it's been like. I didn't think that this was a career, and if it was, boy, was I stupid for doing this, right? Because it wasn't a kind of thing about money,
right?
Like if there's anybody that wants to manage me or whatever, here, come with me, take your percentage, man, pimp me out, we'll make a bunch of money, but I can't sell myself.
Has it consistently been a struggle?
No, it's not a struggle. It's just life.
Yes, it is.
Wow. That's beautiful. That is.
Yeah. I mean, you have to just find your balance and then be okay with it. You got to realize that it isn't your fault. It isn't the way that I look. It's not because I can't, my breath or my car, sometimes there just isn't any work.
Right.
Sometimes you're not communicating the right way, even though you are, because people don't want to hear you. It's in the wrong environment. What do you do then? Do you quit? You get a translator, or do you pull back and keep on playing?
I would say for me, I'd pull back and keep on playing, man.
Well, unfortunately, I have, but so to answer kind of the question, so sometimes I feel like I need a mop and a bucket because I'm all over.
You're good, man.
I stopped. I took a break because I wanted to quit playing, but I realized that I didn't want to quit playing. I wanted to stop dealing with people. The business.
Yeah.
Okay.
Our fans, or whatever you want to call it. Because after a while, you're getting it from both sides.
Is there a way to do that? Is that possible?
What do you mean to do what?
To get away from that and continue to play?
Yeah. Just turn everything off.
I guess it comes back to attitude and perspective then again.
You see, that's the other thing. English, attitude. That could be a bad word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those connotations.
Vega, man, he's conceited. He's full of himself. He's got an attitude. Well, man, what can you do then? It's okay, because to play or to do anything, you have to have some kind of confidence of insurance to be able to go bang and then be uninhibited to not think about what these people are looking at. Because when you're okay, you're not thinking about that. Everything goes away. You're just going, bang, and you're letting it out. You're letting it the fuck out, whether it's the good, bad, the ugly, whatever that is, all this stuff. And after it, you're done. You're spent. Your adrenaline's up, and you don't know what happened.
So, like, at what point in your life did you realize? Did you realize that you were playing out your feelings? Because I don't think that comes like immediately. Like,
no. You that's what I mean. It takes time
To develop.
To realize what it is.
Yes.
And
so it was okay. Wait, was that recent? Was that kind of like? I'm just trying to gain perspective on like how long you've had that kind of mentality, in
But you have all these things right at the start, but you don't know what they are. But you're not thinking about what they are, because what has that got to do with anything? It's time to go play. Woohoo! You go. And why does anybody like it? Well, what? Is it my ass? Is it my concho belt? Is it my guitar? Is it because I sweat? What is it?
Yeah.
Why aren't people coming? Is it because of my concho belt? Is it because I smoke cigarettes? Is it because I don't care, because I don't look at the audience? But that's the other thing. Whatever that it takes somebody to do that, there's no wrong way. If somebody goes, I'm going to make this audience love me or like me, and if that's their insensitive, and they're be able to do that, grab those people and bring them to get that, to will that to them, you can't say that that's wrong. That's what it takes for them to do that.
Yeah.
That's their it. That's their it. They
to get to it.
Yeah.
How to scroll the nut.
You mentioned a while back about having a mentor. Did you have any mentors in your life that helped you come up?
I've had, what happens now, without trying to sound too odd, or I need a glass of cranberry juice because I'm on my period. Is there's some people that are still alive, and I call them up and I go, you know what, man, thank you. They go, are you all right? I go, no, man, you let me play and I didn't know what any of this was. I said, I was like the Karate Kid. They go, yeah, what the you're not going to kill yourself. You're not going to hurt yourself, are you? It goes to that. And I'm going, and my side, I'm going to my inside, I'm going, man, can't a motherfucker say thank you?
I'm not trying to kill myself. I'm just saying thanks.
I'm just being grateful.
Because I couldn't see it then. I didn't know how to say thank you, even though I was being kinder. I didn't go, hey, man, fuck you, later. It was like, all right, later. Yeah, we did what we're supposed to. Cool. Next. No, man. I got to play with, I got to play Green Onions with Booker T. I got to play At Last with Etta James. I got to play What Is It with Tower of Power. I got to do I Just Want to Make Love to You with Lydia Pence and Cold Blood. I got to do White Rabbit with Paul Kantner and all that. And I got to, I've played songs with the people that actually wrote them and did them.
Right.
Wow.
So I learned how to play music from those people. So that's what Whatcha Got is. It's all these stuff out of my DNA that are these feels and different things. Yeah, it's not their stuff, but it's how I put it together. And it's all these different styles, our phrases, our feelings coming from me and this kind of thing. Like there's the last song on there. It's called Happy You, Happy Me.
Mm-hmm.
And I play ukulele on it. And the guitar player plays upright bass. and the premise of the song is when you're with somebody, if you're happy, I'm happy. Right? Because if you're with somebody and they're happy and you dig them or love them, man, that's the best. It's like, cool, so happy you, happy me. And it's short. It's like 1 minute and 46 seconds. Hey, it's done. Whoopee. You're happy. I'm happy. Happy you, happy me.
And that's how you leave them.
Right. And so all these other songs, there are all these different things in my life, like the Skunk Train. Okay, there's a train in Mendocino County called the Skunk Train. Did you up to the Skunk Train?
No.
In Mendocino County? So there's a skunk train. And when I was a kid, in the 5th grade, 4th grade, I went to the Columbia Park Boys Club, right? And what they did is they sent all the kids that didn't have money to Camp Mendocino. And the Skunk Train would go to Mendocino and I'd see the Skunk Train. About 4 years back, I did this party for Lagunitas, and at the end of the year, they would have a party on this train. And so I got invited to play. So we play on the steam engine train. Everybody's going drinking, eating, woohoo, and I'm playing on the skunk train. So that's why if you listen to Skunk Train, it goes all aboard the Skunk Train, and that's what it's about. And so that's the feeling of woo, woo, don't stand up, get up, right? And you're on the train, everybody's going, they're drinking and smoking and eating.
Skunk Train sounds like a party train.
Yeah, Skunk Train sounds all right.
Right, that's what it is. And the Skunk Train, right? So that's why the Skunk Train came.
So
all these. Go ahead.
No, I want to finish your thought.
No, I'm just saying. So that's what all these songs are on this thing are about things that happened in my life that I put to music.
Yeah.
Or feeling.
Why at this time? Like what was it the thing that created, or the catalyst that created this CD?
It's kind of goofy because like if I was trying to make money, the wrong thing was to try to sell music.
Yeah. I've heard that quite a bit, actually. Yeah.
Well, no, yeah. So for me, if this thing goes ravioli, we can eat. You know what I mean? It's like,
yeah.
But this is my feelings, and this is, to me, I grew up in the Bay Area, played with all these different people. Jefferson Wheelchair, Jefferson Starship, right?
Yeah.
Quicksilver, right? Blah, blah, with Barry Milton, Nick Ravenitis, so many people. It sounds like a name drop, but this is how I learned to play all these feels, not stells. I'll call them feels of music.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what they're about. That's what, if you listen to the Jellyfish, Run With You, Gush, which is Say Hey.
I love that one.
Well, that's dedicated to Willie Mays.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Say Hey, number 24. He's a Say Hey kid.
Right on.
Yeah, and I used to go to the baseball game and watch him play, right? Back in the 60s.
Yeah.
Right. So that's how far back that goes, and go, oh wait, Say Hey, right? So that's what that is.
What about
Willie
Crackers and Chaos?
Okay, what I was paying homage to Larry Graham. Right. And so I used this bass, which is a 71 jazz bass with black tape strings.
Oh.
Right, it's got that kind of funky sound, right?
Yeah.
Nasally kind of thing.
Right. So I started playing this groove that I was inspired by him to play. And then, so we did drums and bass first. And I went, wow, man. So I gave it to my friend Chris Rosbach. He played some guitar on it. And then I went, he played great. The solo's killing. And then I played guitar. And after I played guitar on it, it became chaos. So it was Crackers and Chaos.
I love it, man.
No, but that's how this shit goes.
Yeah, but it's great. It's like, it's happy. It's like real. It's experiential, and it's fun.
Yeah.
That's what it is, because it's music is so soulfully sad, but so joyful at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what all this stuff is. It's like all of a sudden I start talking about, all of a sudden my voice, I start sounding like Katharine Hepburn. I started like, I'm gonna cry. It's like shit.
Well, I mean, you say that it's feels, and that's life. Life is feels.
No, that's right. So are you going to do it by writing? Are you going to do it by playing sports? Are you going to do it in your art? Are you going to do it in writing books? Are you going to do it by cooking?
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to do it by running or doing yoga? What are you going to do with it? That's what all this is about. It's how you get your art out, or what you have passion for.
Wow.
It's a journey to figure that out, I think, for most people. I know it took me 40 some odd years to figure out what I wanted to do, what felt right for me. It took me a long time, man. And like you said, I'm realizing that it's not about what I thought it was when I first started doing it. It's something completely different. And, it's a unfolding. And to have 67 years worth of life on this planet, you've gone through a lot of different phases with what that thing is, I'm sure. What it is.
I'm blessed, lucky, fortunate, but I worked at it too. But the thing is if it wasn't for my instrument, I wouldn't have had these experiences.
Right.
You would have had different experiences.
Well,
no, I was a garbage man. I would have probably had the same mouth, but a whole different way of it flying out. It's just personality, right? You know what I mean? It's our soil that we grew up in.
Yeah.
It seems like you've learned a lot of things through hindsight or reflection, right? Like, because one thing that you said earlier was about confidence, like you got to have confidence to put yourself out there in the first place, whether you think you're good or not, it doesn't matter, but you have to have the confidence to do it. How can you help somebody gain that confidence? What kind of advice would you give somebody to muster it up?
Yeah, you just got to go do it.
That's it. Just do it.
No, yeah, because if you don't do it, you'll never get a chance to hone it or to see the different ways of how to set up, how to present yourself. I mean, if you go backwards, you look at all the old actors, they were sent to finishing schools. The right etiquette, how to hold themselves.
Oh, yeah.
Books, right? Guess what? That's part of playing too, if you want to get into it.
Really?
Yeah. You know what the difference between a great solo and a good solo is?
What?
10 feet, you go to the front of the stage and you show them what you're doing.
That's true.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. But now, can you pull it off to do that?
Yes. And that's where your skill and everything else comes in.
Well, no, I'm scared every time I go to play.
Really?
But I don't think about it. And if I do, I get scared, and then somebody goes, "Oh man, forget that stuff." And you know what I say to them? I say, "You know what? Stop." And they go, "Man, look, all you got to do." I say, "Man, would you stop?" But man, look, do me a favor. And they go, "What?" I said, "Just count the fucking song off." And when they count the song off, it all goes away.
Mm. It's like a switch or something. Like something just.
Well, now I'm in that not a danger zone, but it's a dangerous place. But I'm safe.
Mm.
Wow. The band that's right behind me, Fish, their guitar player actually said that very thing that you just said. He said, inside the jam, I'm safe.
Well, that's right, because this damn audience will kill them, let alone all the drugs.
Yeah.
and all the other things that you like too much.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Bobby, can you tell me a little bit about playing with Mickey Hart?
Yeah, I owe so much to Mickey, and I've never really got a chance to even say to him, but he taught me about sound and about environment and just so many things.
How so?
Well, when you go and have an experience, whatever that it is, when you're in that environment and you couldn't afford that environment of that soil or that, you would never know that world exists.
Yeah,
That's
true.
So the thing of sound, to me, the Grateful Dead had the best boombox as far as sound system and sound. And the industry owes so much because they're the ones that pushed the envelope to get the stuff to sound that good, which now is available on the market instead of it wasn't available when they were putting the money to get it done.
Yeah.
If you look at Phil S. Jack Cassidy, they were the first ones to have onboard electronics on their instruments back in late 60s, early 70s. Now everybody has EQ and electronic preamps and stuff in their instruments. That's because Jack Cassidy and Phil Lesh.
Are you talking about like Phil's Mission Control bass, the Osiris bass?
Yeah, whatever you want to call that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, but what I'm saying is that, you see, so with the great mics and the sounds, like if you take the top of a drum and if you went this way and went clockwise, right?
Mm-hmm.
This once, and if you go counterclockwise, well, the sound was so clear that I can tell if it was going counterclockwise or clockwise.
Oh shit.
Because of the imaging of the circle that you can see, because sound, without trying to say that, I just had lunch with Santa Claus and can I give my unicorn some water? Is that when it images up, you can see the sound. It doesn't take ass to see the sound. It takes the stuff to line up so you can actually identify what that is.
Yeah, I think Mickey actually lives in that world 24/7.
Well, that's the environment that I'm totally grateful for him to share with me at the time. That's part of my DNA too.
So you didn't go to school, but you've had teachers your whole life. Music school?
I got to, but I don't know how to read music. I can write it by playing it. Mm-hmm. I can't write it by writing it down.
Okay.
Right. And I observed and absorbed, and then it became part of me.
Do you feel like you're fortunate?
Well, you can. I woke up today. I know a lot of dead, what.
No shit, man.
And I know a lot of people that can't do what they used to do.
Yeah.
As you get to a certain age, did you ever go to the movies a lot?
Yeah, when I was a kid, sure.
Okay, so when you went to the movies, when you went into the show, not the theater, when you went into the lobby, did they have posters?
Yeah.
And what did it say on the poster?
Coming soon.
Usually.
That's right. So guess what? If you live long enough, you're going to die or something's going to happen to you. You just don't know when. You know why? It's coming soon.
No shit, man. And the older you get, the sooner it's going to be.
And you don't know when it's coming. So.
Wow.
Damn, Bobby. Hey, man.
Now, if you use any of this material now, remember now, give me credit.
You get full credit in the liner notes, 1,000%.
No, you and I are gonna get together later, and then I'm gonna do some and some things, because this is what's happening. This is just another side of reality, but whose reality?
Yeah.
I guess right now it's ours.
Well, I'm sharing it with you.
Yeah.
I don't know whatever it's gonna be.
I guess we're all in it together right now.
Well, if it sells, we can eat ravioli. Because,
I'll make a beautiful plate of ravioli for all of us.
Yeah.
All right, no, there you go. So that's the whole biscuit.
So, Bobby, so that you can have some ravioli, where do people go to get the music if they want to buy it or stream it or all that stuff?
What's funny is I got 1,000 CDs after doing this. So I got like 1,000 corn dogs. Now, how do I sell them?
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got a website.
Sometimes, right. But then if they say, "Oh no, you can't sell them on a website," nobody goes out. Oh, you got to sell them on Facebook. Oh, nobody goes on Facebook. And then, and then what they're doing, right? They're on. They go, "Man, I ain't gonna buy that shit. I'm gonna see it on YouTube. I can get it for nothing. I ain't gonna buy that thing and carry that thing around." But I have to take my hat off and say thank you to Little Village, right? And Jimmy Pugh, because I've known Jimmy for years, and it gave me an opportunity to play music and to be able to let this out of my system, my soul, not my system. It wasn't driving crazy, because if I didn't do it, hopefully I'd still be here.
Yeah.
And nobody would be judging or going, "Oh man, he's old, he can't play," or "Man, that guy's really good," or whatever they're saying. Yeah. It's like, it's out of my, I just hope they like it. And if they don't, it's okay. There's a whole bunch of other stuff they can like.
Bobby, man, I didn't know, I didn't know what to expect when I put it on. And all three of us, independent, not knowing, came to each other and have you listened to that fucking CD yet? Holy shit, man. Well, it's amazing, brother. And I'm not just blowing smoke up your ass. For real, it's great.
There's nothing to blow up, man.
Yeah.
But if there's ways that you can figure out how to be able to, sell it or give it, because that's the other thing, is to turn people on to it. If they want it, if they want to support me, and I hate saying that because I hate the GoFundMe, I call it Go Fuck Me or whatever. Right. You're asking people for something. It's no, have some pride and some dignity, right? Do I get to keep some of that or not? Try to sell myself, So the great part about it is that I did it, and I'm not depending on it, so I won't get thrown out of my house if I don't sell it. But if I do sell it, it'll allow me to maybe press it to vinyl and do liner notes and bonus tracks.
Okay, I got you.
Right on. So,
but I would, so if you can figure out a way how to sell it, I have 1,000 corn dogs or CDs, and for the life of me, like somebody's gonna, yeah, man, you know what you got to do? You got to go on the road. And it's like, oh man, you mean put 5 guys or 4 guys together, and then guess where that corn dog money's going to go if the corn dog.
You'd be selling just the stick.
Yeah, I'll have the stick.
That's it.
But anyway, who knows? I'm just
So no shows coming up or anything. Nothing live.
No, because I mean, in all honesty, if somebody wanted to put together a show, I would go do it. But the last thing I'd want to hear is that I didn't draw, or nobody showed up, or I can't pay you. We didn't make any money.
You're done with that.
Yeah.
You're done with that game.
Well, it's not a game. It's like already, I had all I could stand.
Yeah.
And that's part of the stuff where you go, I was saying to you, it's like, I never wanted to quit, but I've always will play music, but I'm tired of the business of that part of the thing. It's not my fault. I can't, one time I went to Germany and they go, man, you got 5,000 followers on Facebook. Where are they? I said, I don't even know those people.
No shit. It's strange.
But I'm in Germany. What am I supposed to do? They're all going to fly to Germany and come over and eat bratwurst.
We're going to meet Bobby Vega in Germany for Oktoberfest.
I'm in Germany too. That's, it's the most friendliest language. They always sound like they're going to kick your butt, but they like you.
Well, Bobby, it's a pleasure to talk to you, man.
Really
Thank you.
is.
Thank you for doing this with us, brother. I really do appreciate it.
All right. You're welcome. And, hey, if you got any idea, you got the number or my information. There you have it, folks.
Like, you know what, man? I really do. Like, everybody that's listening should at least go buy one of these CDs.
Absolutely.
I don't have to say that it's awesome for you guys to know that it's amazing.
Well, what's good about it? They can go on YouTube and go, I don't think so. Or else, you know what? He's all right. I'll give him his money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Because,
they still don't have to buy it. They can give it to their uncle or their grandma.
But,
you know what I mean?
Bobby, like you're actually doing something. You're creating music. And so we were talking a moment ago, you're like, I don't want to beg or ask people, but like what about exchange? There's an even exchange. If someone's
there used a barter thing. You barter. Like that's what Whatcha Got's about too. Hey man, I fix cars. Oh yeah, well I play. Well, can you come down and play it for me? All right, I'll come down and play it for you. Fix my car? Okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or you go down to the market, or you teach their kid how to play, or you have an instrument and go, oh, well, your child wants to play it. You can't afford it here. Well, I'll let you borrow this, and if they like it, I'll call, make some calls, try to get you one.
Yeah. There's
that old school heart soul. The other day, man, it almost made me cry. I was in Costco. I got in line, and this lady goes, "Are you going to buy something?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "But it's okay. Go ahead." And she went ahead. She goes, "What do you want?" I said, "No, I got it." I said, "I need to buy 2 hot dogs." She bought me 2 hot dogs. She goes, "No, you put your money away." I said, "Damn, my eyeballs almost welled up. My hair on my arms stood up." I said, so just that people just being kind and they don't know you or whatever. And it was a person that you would never think that they would do that.
Wow.
And that's what it's all about.
It's not trying to get that. So that kind of stuff, right? That life stuff of bartering or assisting somebody, and then you have something and stuff, right? That goes a lot further. Or even, having a job.
True.
What's a job? At my what's my job? Okay, then how can somebody hire me? Would somebody hire me?
Yeah.
Is there a way for that?
After listening to the CD, I can't imagine.
Yeah.
Not.
I can't imagine you're not working all the time.
Yeah.
Well, then here, no simple right road.
Yeah.
Well, then here, be my manager, I'll give you guys what 25. We'll start at 25%.
We get the stick.
All right. I'm on it.
Because what? 25% of nothing, right?
Hey,
What do you mean?
we got that
25%
now.
of something? That's what, as manager would say, I'm soaking in that too, would you?
Right on, Bobby.
Bobby, you're rad. Thank you so much, man. I needed this lighthearted, sweet, very introspective conversation. You can be silly all day, but you really drop some bombs. It's like some wise bombs in there from just your living your life. And I just want to say thank you for that.
Well,
yeah.
No, you didn't sneeze.
Yeah.
Right on, brother. We'll talk to you soon, man. You take care of yourself.
I'm working on it. You all too.
Thank you,
man.
Bobby.
Talk to you later, brother.
Aw.
Wow. You know, Dennis McNally has a perfect track record with us. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. I'm
and
here.
and a lot of times, like, he's given us like Big Steve and Donna and stuff like that, but he sent us a lot of other things that
stuff that we have no clue about.
We'd had no clue about.
That we would have never. Well, first of all, Little Village itself.
Yeah,
we would have never heard of Little Village and what Pew and what's his name? Give me that.
It's on the back of the CD.
And Kid Anderson. What they're doing over there, like, we would have never been in the dark with that. And since then, I'm more than a handful of artists that we've had on have just opened up our world.
But it's been a certain kind of rad human being that they're gathering around them over there. It's really kind of amazing.
Yeah, he kind of reminded me that his style and
reminds me of your family.
Well, it definitely reminds. He looks like one of my uncles, but it reminds me of when we had Maurice Tanny on, and he had these just kind of insights of just like being in the industry. And
that's
like,
sad to me that like the what's the word I'm looking for? Like the pillars of the music scene, these guys that have been doing it for, 30, 40 years, have had these illustrious careers, have played with, everybody under the sun, that they're like, he's 67 years old now, Bobby is. And he's like, I am done with that scene.
With the business.
Yeah, it's too bad that it
sours people that way.
That they're not like, yeah, man, I'm glad I did this. And you know what? Now I know how to work in this business, and I figured it out. And
from working for corporate, things are not what they seem.
No, never.
Things are not what they seem when you're in a specific industry. If you're outside of that industry, it's hard for you to know the inner workings, because you're just like what he was saying about environment. If you've never had the privilege or the ability to go somewhere that you never even heard about, how will you know anything about that environment?
Right.
And so same thing with the industry. If you've never worked inside of an industry as a career, such as the music industry, and you've got all these ideas of what it is, no, it's not. You don't know what it is and how tiring or exhausting it could be to look. Even if say Bobby was making millions of dollars, touring would still suck. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you have things could be a lot easier, but what I mean by that is like, you're still not waking up in your bed every night.
Oh yeah,
you're still traveling.
It's still touring.
You still have to bring the people into the room.
Still work.
You still, you know what I mean? And so that's a challenge.
Yeah.
And it's a challenge in every industry, not just the music industry. And the longer you're in the industry, the more frustrating it can be.
I guess so. Well,
he's still an artist.
Yeah.
He's, you know what I mean? He's still creating and making incredible music.
Go give a listen to Bobby Vega's Whatcha Got. It's out on the streaming platforms, and I would say if you dig it and you play it more than once, go hook up Bobby. Throw
Yeah.
him a little cash and buy a CD from him, man. I know that most of us don't have CD players, but
He doesn't want to ask, but we'll ask on his
we're
behalf.
asking on his behalf. We're his new managers, and we get 25%, Bobby. So,
Well, no, I think that's, we just need to be reminded that in this society where we all have to still eat and buy clothes and whatever, when you're consuming whatever it is, somebody made you a delicious donut
or a podcast
or a song or whatever, it's really cool to get monetary value back. It doesn't always have to happen. Sometimes, you know what, they play a song and they see someone crying and they really getting it. That's enough payment. You know what I mean? It depends. It depends on what's going on. But if you can financially help somebody in supporting their craft, that is one of the best ways to support art.
Mm-hmm. That's how art continues to be put out into the world, is by people being supported.
Because otherwise,
to create art.
Otherwise, then they got to get a job. Yeah, and then when are you gonna make your art?
You're not gonna.
You can't.
So there's that. What you got?
What you got?
All right, everybody.
That's the name of the CD, Whatcha Got by Bobby Vega. It is brought by Little Village out in San Fran, and we hope that you all loved it. And look at this graphic design, Maurice Tanny.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Well, it's a little village. They're all working
it really
together.
Is.
All right, everybody. We will be back next week on Monday with more stuff and things. And until then, why don't you take care of each other?
Yeah.
Smile at a stranger. Safety third. Hydrate.
And support your local musicians.
And what you got? We love you all. We'll see you next week.
Peace.
Peace.
Well as a fear. We've traveled this road before, so we may think, but it's a tad bit of strange similarities that feed an A equal A complex. The fears of your past do not equal the perplexities of the current road.
Ever wonder what a punch from Elton John feels like?
Or how you'd cope with having turned down the chance to be in Nirvana?
Or what signal Keith Richards gives when he wants you to get the hell out of his hotel room?
Fans of Too Much Effing Perspective don't have to wonder, because they've heard these exact stories and a jillion others on our podcast. I'm Alex Hoffman, former tour manager for Radiohead.
And I'm musician and comedy writer Alan Keller. On the TMEP show, we get guests like Nancy Wilson from Hart, Jeremiah Freitz from the Lumineers, and Modern Family's Julie Bowen to tell us things they may have only shared with their therapist, clergy, or a TMZ stringer.
So join us on Too Much Effing Perspective. That's EFFING Perspective. The only podcast you crank up to 11.